Hello Nitro fans. Racing 393. Part 4 of this Schumacher rebuild. The XTR21. There's a Pro 21 engine. Single speed, although I have a 3-speed, but this is the rebuild process of the chassis, which in effect is pretty much the same. It's just the gear casing is slightly different to accommodate the 3-speed. So here we are on part 4. Now, right off the bat, oh, that was what I don't know what's happened. I've had so much hassle with the recording part of it. The GoPro Hero 9 Black, which I did buy second hand off of eBay, off a relatively reputable seller. Well, actually, very reputable. Loads of feedback. That's all they specialise in. I need to have a drink. Hang on. And it's playing up. I've had enough about hassle. It keeps rebooting. Just turns off whilst recording. Never used to. I put it down to it getting hot. It was during the summer. It's got 2 batteries with it. Oh, and all the bits I've bought with it have been from GoPro, so they're not like knockoff stuff. It is a genuine GoPro camera. But anyway, to cut a long story short, it doesn't work properly. So I bought another cheapo action cam like I had before, and I'm just recording in that as well. So this video is going to be a bit all over the shop. It's not going to be quite a smooth running from beginning to end because I'm having problems. I'm not going to go into it all now because it's annoying. But anyway, we're back on this. So in the last video, what did I get up to? Was it stripping the engine down? Stripping the engine down, put it all back together, taking all the suspension apart, and basically stripping it down to bits. Now, I haven't got it on me at the moment because the chassis is, in my wisdom, I've decided to get the chassis powder coated. Probably one of the most expensive processes, and quite frankly, is it pointless on a car of this age and price. I've even added a couple of more chassis from other Nitro cars to the batch. I don't know, we're still talking 80 quid, you know, sort of like £25 per chassis nearly. I must admit, I sort of committed to doing it and then didn't realise quite how much. But it will look better when it's done. It hasn't been done. It was supposed to be done a few days ago, but it wasn't. The guy, typically in engineering firms, if you know what they're like, it's never quite how you would do it. If it's me running the business, I'd be a bit more, you know, I wouldn't let people down. In fact, I wasn't the only person. It was me. There was 2 others. There was 3 of us that turned up a week just gone in the morning, and all 3 of us never got the bits that we wanted. Now, I must admit, my bits are just bits of scrap metal. You know, they're just little crappy bits of crap compared to what they are doing. So, you know, full-size gearboxes, race chassis, you know, they've got all sorts in there. So, to be honest, they're probably wasting their time doing this in cost, time, money. I don't know. But anyway, the chassis is not here. It's being away, being done. So I'll get that back hopefully in the next few days. Onto this video and the purpose of this video. So I've reassembled. Well, you'll see me reassemble and rebuild the front chassis, the shocks, the front shocks, the rear assembly, gearbox, shock tower, rear battery holder, maybe the shocks. I can't put the lower arms on the rear because they fitted to the chassis, not the gearbox. But they might be able to go on and just sort of swing around, you know, it won't really matter. Yeah, and that'll be... This has been a long drawn out process, a bit like this intro. So I don't think this intro won't include the chassis because it's not back at the time recording, so it would just be rebuilding it all back together and going through bits and pieces with you. I'm hoping part 5 would include, well, it will. Part 5 would include the chassis and the reassembly, so it becomes maybe a rolling chassis at best. So anyway, sit back, ignore my frustration with technology, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this build. Oh, incidentally, I will go back onto my Acme Condor build because I have got the body shell now. I just got, because bits of this is all over everything, I can't just pack it all away until it's all back together. So there's going to be, I don't know whether the update for the body shell will be body shell fitting will be after this batch of videos, or you might be lucky and you'll see it in between these videos, so you'll soon find out. Anyway, sit back, grab a drink, have a laugh, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, this is part, what is it, 4? Oh, nothing to do with the car. Freaking camera's playing up. But anyway, we can only try. Basically, it's a quick strip down, nothing else. Everything's apart, there's bits everywhere. I'm just cleaning up things like, you know, like the bearings, the suspension. The gearbox is done. So that's all been put back together now. The diff's been rebuilt. Typically Schumacher diff. They're not great, but they'll do. The motor's done, the engine. And I've just got a pile of bits here now. I've got the rear suspension, hub and wishbone. I forgot what it was then. I took the took all this off. It's got twin bearings at the back and they were knackered. This wasn't even spinning, but nice and well. I'll do it that way up. It'll do for now. Nice and clean. Got the other side there. Yeah, so I think got some different springs on the shocks as well. These ones and those on the front. I think best thing to do, if I'm honest, is rebuild the front. The basic thing I'm going to do is, this is the front suspension. There seems to be a lot of slack here. You can see this, the movement. I don't know if you can see that. Not a lot. And on the front, on the hubs. So I've got some washers. I'm going to try and take some of that slack out if I can. Usually that doesn't work, does it? But we'll give it a go. But yeah, it's all clean-ish. So I'm going to put some of it, assemble it back together whilst I can still remember where it all goes. We'll try. I'll show you this when I've done actually. This sort of, see if I can take some of this slack off. There's a bit there. There's a bit there at the hub. There's a bit there. Sort of that part of the hub. We've got this, what would be a C hub, and then the bearing hub. Yeah, I might try. Yeah, both those. The reason I'm sighing is I've had so much grief with this GoPro 9. I can't believe it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Don't know what to do really. Probably to go and buy like a cheaper camera for now. I don't know, maybe I can send it to GoPro and they can repair this one. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. It doesn't seem to recognise the battery, which causes the problem with the power. Anyway, let me I don't know what to do. Let me sort this bit out first. Yeah, it's not too bad, but when you put the wheels on the end, there's a lot of play, a lot of movement. yeah, okay, let's see what I can do. I'll come back in a minute, providing this camera works. So the shims are put on, wishbones and steering knuckles. They are a bit tight on the steering knuckle. The wishbones are okay, and there's no slop at all. Maybe a little bit with the C hub. It's not going to make a lot of difference though. But more importantly, the camera's fucked for some reason. It's just about recording now. I don't know why it's not recording. It doesn't recognise the battery, and they're official batteries. And it's charged. That one that's in the camera isn't. 25%. Anyway, I've been piss arsing around with that more than doing this. What's next? I've ordered another one. That's what's next. It's not a GoPro though, it's just a normal action cam for now. Yeah, okay, I think I'll reassemble this, put the bearings in, hubs, oil them. I suppose we've got things like the shock tower, bumper. The chassis is not here. That's another story. Hopefully I'll have some more news on that. I don't know if it'll be in this video or not. Wheels and tyres. Got these different types of wheels on there. Got a story about them as well. I'll talk about that in due course. Okay, let's get back to this, I suppose. Incidentally, I've just put the tyre on there, the wheel, on the hub, cleaned out. Tyre wants gluing, preferably straight. It's good. So yeah, pleased with that. Wasn't doing that earlier. It's barely moving, in fact. But yeah, good. I don't have to put them on there, but I will. Yeah, I'll probably put the other one on so it's not flying around everywhere. But all good. Let's crack on. Both on now. Yeah, it's all right. Right. Let's I'm going to build this up. I'll be back when I've got something else to, excuse me, talk to you about. Temporarily back together on the front. What is wrong with that seat? Looks alright. There's a few screws and things in the wrong place, but that doesn't really matter. It's just held together at the moment. At least all the play's gone. Well, a bit of it. It's better than it was. Yeah. So that's that bit done. What do you think? Looks alright. Still a long way to go yet. Let's crack on. Quick recap. Front's all built. I think I showed you this anyway. I've just put the old track control arms, camber arms on there for now. I'm still waiting for the adjustable ones. I've got ball cups and ball joint ends to hopefully take some slop out of this, although these ain't too bad, but you can't adjust them. Something else I've got. So this is being recorded on the GoPro. I've got another one here, action cam, so I bought that because this one keeps playing up, so we should be okay. It's just charging up. So it goes off again. Crap, GoPro. Anyway, I'm going to get the chrome off this. I'm not going to film it, no point. And then the RIT dye yellow, so it matches. Well, it won't match, but it won't be chrome, these wheels. Once they're done, the tyres can be put on the other ones. So yeah, that'll be in due course. And get this sorted. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I'll be back with something else to show you. Crap, GoPro. That's to the GoPro, by the way. So we're recording on the new camera. I'm just double checking. Seems alright. Right, let's get to it. Right. I keep saying right, but nothing ever happens. Right, we're going to try and... I said it again, didn't I? I think we're going to try and get this reinstalled. Where's that? So, in theory, it goes like that. And then this goes together like that. Now I haven't got a front screen on this, is another negative, so I don't know. What I can do is show the camera area. Maybe I can change it to like a wide screen. Let's try that a minute. Right, okay, so we'll try that again, different angle. So we've got to try and put all this together. So it goes on that way. Wishbones go on the chassis, which is another story. What else goes on there? That's it. Right. Okay. Let me do this, and I'll be back to show you what I've done. There you go. It's back together there. Shock tower, shocks, gearbox, and sort of where the battery holder is. Notice that this is broken. I didn't realise that before, so don't know, maybe I'll find I've got another one. I've got a donut car up there, so I can probably take it off that unless I buy another one. I just strip it down, put it in the bag, put it in the cupboard, and change this bottom part. Don't know, but I'm going to put the rear bottom wishbones on, connect them to the shocks, but the wishbones will just hang loose. Yeah, I think that's probably as far as I can go, apart from doing the wheels, which I'll do those off camera, and they'll be on the next video. I think should have the chassis back by then. So let's just assemble it to finish up what I'm going to do so far. There you have it. End of part 4. Front suspension together, rear suspension kind of together, camera kind of not straight. Yeah, so all good. So waiting for the chassis. That'll be in part 5. My next job, nevertheless, is to get these cleared of chrome, a bit of yellow on them, some dye. So I'll do that for the next part. That's about it for now. I'm hoping this comes out alright with all the tech problems I've had. It might be a very short video, a bit of a voiceover, who knows. Anyway, if you like it, let me know. If you want to have some feedback, let me know what you would do if you got one of these. What do you think of them? They're a bit archaic, and not everything. It's very basic, but you know, I've got a job to do, I suppose. There's the engine. So yes, we have got this to sort out. Who knows? Feels alright, but yeah. Anywho, onwards and upwards. That's the end of part 4, and I'll see you very soon for part 5. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.